The Spanish Fork and Salem Area Chamber of Commerce is pleased to present Chamber Today. Here we discuss the who's, what's, and where's of our local business community. Welcome to Chamber Today with your host, Aaron Stern.
Coming up on Chamber Today, our guest will be Sven from Creative Signs, Isaiah from Sophos Survival, and we'll start a new segment featuring businesses on Main Street. We'll be right back to talk with Sven after this short break. Welcome to Chamber Today. I'm Aaron Stern, a local business owner and also a member of the board of directors for the Spanish Fork and Salem Area Chamber of Commerce. It's good to be back in the studio talking business in Spanish Fork. Our first guest is Sven Jamsa from Creative Signs. Thanks for joining us, Sven.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Great. So what are the things you guys are doing to help businesses restart right now?
So what we specialize in is obviously helping people get their word out by physical advertisement. So a lot of marketing, and with the virus that's been happening, lots of people are having to make temporary changes, and that temporary changes kind of are for the foreseeable future for now. So we're helping people like giving discounts and fast turnarounds in order to advertise hour changes, or like a lot of restaurants are doing curbside delivery and stuff like that.
Okay.
We're also selling things like sneeze guards, the things like those shields that you see at the grocery stores. And
Gotta love those.
Yeah.
Great. So you brought some different signs you guys have.
Yeah, so these are just some things that we have ready-made that we sell. We sell all kinds of like stickers that like for the floor and for like bathrooms of businesses and stuff like that, to help customers know, like, to keep your hands washed, for example. Just to do different things to help flatten the curve and to help people stay safe and stay healthy. And we offer these A-frame signs. What kills us is to see people go to the store, buy a piece of poster board, and write with Sharpie on it. And so what we like to do is help them with quality advertisements that can last a long time to help them get their word out to their customers.
One thing that's nice about the A-frames too is the inserts can be swapped out. So if you want to have a different sale or want to have a different announcement.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, these things are great for many reasons. They last a long time, which is awesome. And yeah, these plastic inserts are very, very inexpensive, and we do offer discounts for these things because so many people are needing them right now. So many restaurants are needing to display different, like I said, different hours of availability and different options because of the virus.
Sure. So you guys have some pre-designed stickers as well as you do, I'm assuming, full custom?
Oh yeah. Most of our stuff is full custom.
Okay.
This is stuff that we thought would kind of be a good overreaching thing for any business to be able to get on our website and just place an order for them. But yeah, most of our stuff is custom. We have a lot of people that call in every day, and we make them custom stuff specific to their business with their logo. But we do have a lot of stuff that is custom that can be really for any business.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You mentioned you guys are doing a fast turnaround, so if I came in and needed some stickers, how long?
Yeah, well, if you wanted to get these ones, we got several hundred of these made on my desk ready to go.
Oh, cool.
But stuff like this, banners, that's generally about 1 to 2 business day turnaround.
Oh, wow.
So generally it's about a week, but we're doing it faster for local communities because we want to help people get back on their feet and get back opened up. So.
Okay, that's great. So where are you guys located at?
We are just off of 800 North at 175 East, 800 North. There's a business complex over there, kind of over by, what is it, Carl's Jr.?
Sure. Yep, so head down Main, go east at Carl's Jr.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you guys do stickers, you do signs, I'm assuming you guys do banners?
Yeah, big banners. We can do any size of banner. We also do like the big video message boards that you see outside of businesses, and stuff like that. We do pretty much anything that you need for advertising for your business to get the word out to your customers.
Do you guys do printing as well?
Yeah, so we also do like vehicle graphics. We do all the vehicle graphics for Spanish Fork City and a lot of local businesses. And chances are you've seen 1 or 2 of them every day. So.
So you like window vinyl? Like if I needed like an address or something on my window?
Yeah, so if it's just like something as small as like a decal or something on your window or an entire wrap around your vehicle. We did a food truck a couple weeks ago.
Oh, a vehicle wrap.
Yeah, we do a lot of those. We're doing about 3 of them right now at our shop. So.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. You'll do cars, you'll do vans, trucks, pretty much anything.
Everything in between.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
So how long has Creative Signs been?
So Creative Signs has been around for about 20 years.
Okay.
The current owners bought it about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And since then, it's just been growing like crazy, growing like mad, and we've been doing a lot of stuff for local businesses.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
And you guys are also a member of our chamber. How's that working out for you guys?
Yeah, that's awesome. It helps us
Yeah.
to be able to work closely with local communities. We do everything in the state. We're actually state contracted as well.
Okay.
So we do business stuff for businesses all over Utah. But to be part of Spanish Fork Chamber of Commerce is awesome because we can really work closely with the businesses that have a very mutual relationship with us, and we really like to support those relationships and businesses locally.
Okay. Great, that's great to hear. So tell us about one of the most unusual things you guys have maybe printed lately or done a job for.
Most unusual.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of our clients are repeat clients, so
Okay.
unusual is not generally a word we use
Okay.
to describe some of the stuff we did, stuff we do. But we did a
Maybe
food,
unique. Maybe
yeah. So there's an Indian restaurant in Payson.
Okay.
And we did a food truck wrap for him, and so that wrap has the Taj Mahal on one side,
Okay.
and just a lot of unique colors, I guess.
Okay.
But for the most part, all of our clients are repeat clients because we like to offer a good discount, so
Sure.
it keeps them coming back. So unique, yeah, that's one that was a little more unique just because the artwork was foreign,
Sure.
quite literally. So
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
yeah.
Well, hey, great. Thanks so much for being here with
Yeah,
us
thanks for
today.
having me.
Yeah. Coming up next on Chamber Today, we'll talk with Isaiah Price with Sophos Survival. Stay with us. Welcome back to Chamber Today. Our next guest is one of our newest chamber members here on Main Street. The owner is Isaiah Price, and the business is called Sophos Survival. Thanks for joining us today, Isaiah.
It's good to be here, Aaron. Thanks for inviting me.
Sure. So you've got a great store on Main Street.
Yeah, it has been awesome. I've only been there a couple of months now. I opened the doors on May 1st, and it's really been a blast to be, for one, a member of the chamber, and then two, downtown, it's just, there's so much traffic, and I've got amazing neighbors and just lots of foot traffic, and it's just been a blast so far.
Cool. So tell us about what you specialize in.
Yeah, so Sophos Survival is an emergency preparedness and survival / outdoor gear store. We specialize in food storage, water filtration, first aid. Those are kind of the primary things. And then I wanted to couple those. I think emergency preparedness couples well with outdoor gear because a lot of times you're thinking about, okay, what if I have to evacuate? What if, what if I need to take this, if I have to leave my home and go head for the hills or whatever.
Right.
Or if even just, in an urban environment, a lot of those outdoor gear items match well with that. So I've thrown in a lot of that stuff as well.
Great.
Tents, sleeping bags, sleeping pads, camping, gardening stuff, things like that.
Right. One thing I've noticed too is you have foodstuffs there.
Yeah.
Like dry goods and things.
Yeah. So that was one of the first things especially during this COVID-19, when it first started to happen, everything in the grocery stores disappeared, right? So along with your water bottles and your toilet paper, the next things to go were all of your basic baking and pantry supplies. So I stocked up on all of that stuff, brought it in, and was able to find it from a supplier in bulk. So you can also get that kind of stuff there. Bread flour, oats, yeast. That's been a big one that's been hard to get a hold of. So.
Oh, great. You've also got emergency rations as well? Okay.
Yep, the little Datrix food rations that you'd put in like 72-hour kit, or maybe you stash those in your car, in your camper, or whatever. They're vacuum-packed little food rations that you can save for up to 5 years and just use as an emergency.
What are some of your best-selling items right now?
Oh man, water storage tanks have been really popular. We've got anything from a 55-gallon barrel to a 500-gallon water tank, and then freeze dryers. Freeze dryers have been huge. The crazy thing is, a lot of people have realized through, as there's a shortage in the supply chain, it disrupted the ability for manufacturers to make freeze-dried food, and that's where a lot of people wanted to start stocking up on that stuff. whether it was for long-term home storage use or just the outdoor stuff that everybody's excited to go and do right now because they can start getting out of the house again.
Right.
That all disappeared really fast, and so
bet.
the freeze dryers allow you to take your own food, your leftovers, say you have a garden or an orchard or whatever, you can take all that stuff, freeze dry it, and save it, for up to 25 years. So
25 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's great. How did you get into this line of business? Like, what's the story behind your store?
Yeah. Okay, so Sophos means wisdom in Greek, and it comes from my aviation background. So I'm a pilot. I flew for the airlines for a little while, and then I hated that I was gone all the time. So then I switched and went to corporate and private aviation, and that was better. I was home more, but I was on call all the time.
Right.
And so during this process over the last several years, I wanted to start a business and be my own boss, so to speak, but I wanted to do it in something that I just love and I'm passionate about. So I grew up in the outdoors. I grew up, hunting, hiking, fishing, camping, scouting, and I just was up in the mountains every moment that I could. And so I said, all right, if I'm going to start a business, I want it to be centered around that. So, and preparedness is a huge part of that. As a pilot, you practice emergencies constantly, so that when something actually happens in the cockpit and a real emergency situation, you've gone through it, you've done it, you've created a muscle memory, you know the checklist, and hopefully, through all that training, you can, when it actually happens, you just respond calmly and methodically, and you can turn a potentially crazy situation into something that's not that big of a deal as long as you just go through it systematically. Okay. So I wanted to take that methodology, apply it to emergency preparedness and just the crazy stuff that happen in our lives on a daily basis. It might not be that there's this huge earthquake and you need to evacuate and head for the hills. It could just be that your baby chokes on something and you need to, do the Heimlich maneuver on your baby. You need to perform CPR on somebody, or somebody gets cut and you got to do first aid. Maybe you're the first on the scene of an accident or something, something along those lines where that happens to all of us, but if you have done it and practiced it and you have the proper gear, then you can hopefully just respond calmly and help remedy the situation rather than panic and be a part of the problem.
Totally. You mentioned training. I've noticed you guys have survival training courses, you have concealed carry training courses. What kind of classes are you offering?
Yeah, so we're just starting to unroll a whole bunch of classes. It's really exciting. Our first survival skills training class we did a couple of weeks ago, and it was a basic skills course. So we talked about the basics of survival, the mentality behind survival, priorities of survival, and then we touched on a whole bunch of different topics such as friction fire, how to start a fire out in the wilderness, how to procure food and water, how to navigate, and what happens when you're lost, how to build a shelter, how to stay warm, all those things. That's the basic survival course, and then the plan is we're working on putting out a curriculum where we take each of those topics and drill in more specifically. So we'll do an entire class on just how to start a fire and different methods on how to do that. Yeah. We'll do another class on, say, outdoor cooking or Dutch oven skills or canning or how to preserve your food. Another one on navigation in the wilderness, stuff that you might do as like scouts, the scouts would do.
Yeah.
Like think of it as different merit badges, so to speak.
Yeah.
But we'll do different training courses on all those there in the store, and then we'll take that out eventually. And what I want to do is do like retreats and overnight or weekend campouts or getaways where you actually take these skills, put them to use, and you actually get to do it, hands-on.
Okay.
And then another one you mentioned is the concealed carry class. That one has been awesome because right now there's a lot of crazy stuff happening in the world, and it's on a lot of people's minds. Yeah. So the concealed carry class, we've hired a couple guys to come in and teach that course. We host them there in the store, and it's just been awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned you're downtown. How do we find you?
So I'm on 244 North Main Street in Spanish Fork, and it's right next to just north of Mi Rancherito. Okay. And so everybody knows where Mi Rancherito is, but
definitely.
It's on the east side of the road. Okay. And I usually have two big blue water tanks sitting out front of the store, so you can't miss it.
Okay, cool. And I know you mentioned you've got a lot of different things, and I think what's really great about your store is if you're just getting started with the 72-hour kit or want to get into it, or if you're someone who's more experienced, there's something there for everyone, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things is I like to build my own
Yeah.
kits and put together my own little custom pack. And I think there's not one 72-hour kit or one first aid kit that fits everybody, right? So what I wanted to do is make it modular, make it available, all of the different ingredients available to everybody, that you can come in, you can buy the regular 72-hour kit or first aid kit that I've put together and that I recommend, or you can take that and expand on it. You can say, all right, I want that, but I need to add this and this and this. Or I want to build my own first aid kit from scratch, and I've got all the supplies there that you can do that. You can take your bag, you can fill it with whatever you want. And so, yeah.
Cool. And then you have a checklist, so if somebody comes in, they're not sure what they need, you'd be able to guide them and say, hey, look, if you're going to build a basic 72-hour kit, this is what I need.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Okay.
And those are free. You just come into the store, and I can recommend all that stuff to you. There's a handout.
Okay.
And then I can help walk you through it.
Cool. And we mentioned you're one of our newest members here of the chamber.
Yeah.
So how's that working out for you?
So far, it has been so cool. The Spanish Fork in general, just the city, the entire city staff, the Chamber of Commerce has been amazing, because it's like this really tight-knit little community. And like the other day, we had the ribbon cutting there at the store, and I was amazed. Like, it was packed. There was probably 60 people in the store there, and most of them just other business owners and other members of the chamber came in to support and encourage, and they were just there to see what it's all about. And it's really cool. It's like this network community, and everyone's just friends, and we all try to support each other, shop local, and it's been really cool.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I really thank you for being on the show today. Thanks so much, and welcome to the community. Welcome to the business community.
Thank you.
And I'm sure it'll be a great year for you, especially with all the craziness going on.
Yeah, and it's been really good so far. Just as a side note, the crazy times right now. I mean, like I said, I opened up May 1st, and one of my first thoughts was, man, who opens a business during the middle of this pandemic?
Yeah.
But of course, emergency preparedness fits in pretty well. It's been really good. It's been fun to have a good response from the chamber and my neighbors there on Main Street, but also just, I think people are just excited for a store like this to be here, and there's been a little bit of a void in the market, with this kind of stuff, and so, I mean, it's just, I've had a really great response. I've been having a blast, and I'm just enjoying it. So
Well, it's definitely something the community needed, so it's awesome that you're here. Next, we'll start our new Businesses on Main feature. That's coming right up on Chamber Today. Welcome back to Chamber Today. Business is starting to boom again in Spanish Fork. With the reopening of lots of retail stores in the Canyon Creek area, we thought it would be good to feature some of our more local businesses that call Main Street home. We've recruited Nicole Hammond to be our intrepid reporter. Let's see who our first business will be. Nicole?
Thanks, Aaron. This segment is all about businesses on Main Street. So we wanted to start out with one of the oldest businesses on Main Street, and it's Stone Drug. This year, they're celebrating 60 years. So let's go in and check it out. Okay guys, check out all this cute stuff that they have. Okay, so we have the owner today, Mike Stone of Stone Drug. So you've been around for 60 years. Can you tell us a little bit about your story?
Yes, my father started this pharmacy 60 years ago in 1960. He used to run the old City Drug down on the corner, and then Magleby Drug, which was next door, went for sale, and he bought Magleby Drug and changed it to Stone Drug. And in 1976, we moved from the building next door into this building, which is the old J.C. Penney building. And then my father passed away in 91, and that's when I took over the pharmacy. And I started working here in 1979, so I've been here 40 years.
Awesome.
My son is a pharmacist, and he is also working. So we're actually a 3-generation family business.
I love the 3 generations. That's great. Okay, Mike, let's talk about your cute gift area. Can you tell us more about it?
Yes, this brings a lot of people in, and there are not a lot of home decor shops here in Spanish Fork, so we sell a lot of home decor, a few wedding gifts, and something just to spruce up your home. We sell a little giftware, and also some dish sets and so forth. Just a little bit of selection of all this type of stuff.
Perfect. I'm loving the signs.
Okay.
They're my favorite.
Okay.
Can we go check out your pharmacy?
I'll go down and show you the pharmacy right
Okay,
now.
perfect.
So here we have our cough cold section. So we carry a full line of remedies for cough, cold, headaches, many types of medication for allergies and so forth. I'll take you down here to the pharmacy. This is the hub of our business right here. We are a little bit different than a chain store in that we have we do compounding here. We make specific medications which are not commercially available, but which are actually prescribed by the doctors. So we compound a lot of formulations, for children who can't swallow tablets. We have to crush up the tablets and make medication in an oral formulation so that they can take it.
Okay.
Now we'll go to the snack bar.
Oh, it's looking good.
So as you can see, we have a full line here. We can cook hamburgers and fries, and we have an ice cream machine. And a special we have, as you can see up there, since we're 60 years this year, where all our fountain drinks, large, medium, and small, are only 60 cents to commemorate our 60-year anniversary. I'll tell you how the fountain was originated. So my father bought Magleby Drug in 1960 and changed it to Stone Drug, which was next door. What that was a half restaurant and half pharmacy. So over the years, we've actually increased the size of the pharmacy and decreased the size of the restaurant, which we don't have, but we still maintain the fountain from that original restaurant. So that's the way we actually have a restaurant or a fountain here in the pharmacy.
So do you guys stay pretty busy during lunchtime?
Yes, our hours are here from like 9 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock at night. We do a lot of ice cream and shakes during the afternoon and the evening, but we have it's mainly for lunch. We have quite a big crowd here at lunch. During non-pandemic times, this is all flowed during lunch hour. And we also have a lot of high school kids that come up here for lunch and have lunch up here.
Good. So I hear you have employees for a long time.
Yes,
is that true?
We have a longevity here. We try to make it a family type environment. We try to make this a friendly place where people can come in and relax and feel that old time Spanish Fork type atmosphere. And we try to we hire local employees and try to treat them well and keep them here. So we've had a lot of employees that's been here 30, 40 years.
That is great. Okay, Mike, does Stone Drug have anything planned for Fiesta Days?
Yes, we're going to participate in the annual sidewalk sales, which is held right around the 24th of July. We have a lot of special promotion, a lot of gifts and merchandise on sale. It'll be offered at a great reduced price. Some great bargains out there. So come down and check it out.
Perfect. Okay, well, thank you so much, Mike, for letting us come in and check out Stone Drug. And
thank you for coming.
Yeah. Okay, well, back to you, Aaron.
Thanks, Mike and Nicole, for taking the time to be on Chamber Today. Coming up, we'll look at the calendar of events for July. There's more Chamber Today after this short message. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the upcoming events for the Chamber of Commerce. On July 16th, we'll be having the new networking lunch. It will be held again at the City Park by the library. Details will be available on the Chamber's website. First-time visitors can attend free. With Fiesta Days coming up, we're sponsoring the annual sidewalk sales. Come downtown and check out the deals and enjoy the sunshine. The sidewalk sales will be July 21st through the 25th. We will also be doing drawings for gift cards for some of the stores on Main Street. You can drop off your entry forms at any store between Center Street and 4th North, and you can get the entry forms either in the stores or online with the Chamber. For more information about these events, please visit our website at SpanishForkChamber.com. Thank you to our guests, Sven from Creative Signs, Isaiah from Sophos Survival, and Mike from Stone Drug for being with us on this episode. Thanks also to the leadership for the Chamber of Commerce, Spanish Fork City, and Spanish Fork 17 for the support. We look forward to being with you again with a new edition of Chamber Today next month. Thanks for watching and supporting our local businesses.